Netflix has officially pulled the plug on Meghan Markle's as ever lifestyle brand, and the mood inside the streaming giant's headquarters is blunt and final. We're done. In a quiet but decisive move in early March 2026, Netflix informed the Sussex camp that it will not move forward with any further investment or partnership in Meghan's long-delayed lifestyle and wellness venture. The decision marks the complete collapse of the couple's once celebrated multi-year production deal and leaves Harry and Meghan facing what insiders are calling a near-total Hollywood blackout. The brand that was supposed to be her big comeback as ever was launched with huge fanfare in early 2025 as Meghan's personal lifestyle platform, a curated mix of home goods, wellness products, recipes, and aspirational content. It was positioned as her evolution beyond royal drama, elegant, approachable, and profitable. Netflix was meant to be the major distribution and investment partner, providing both funding and global reach. Instead, the project became a slow-motion disaster. According to multiple sources close to the negotiations, Netflix executives grew increasingly frustrated with shifting creative direction, high production costs relative to expected returns, and what one insider described as endless recasting of royal exit trauma into lifestyle content. Development meetings reportedly dragged on for months with little tangible progress. Concepts were repeatedly reworked, only to be rejected internally for lacking broad commercial appeal or clear audience demand. By late 2025, the warning signs were unmistakable. Several as-ever-related projects were quietly shelved. Then, in the first week of March 2026, the final decision came down. Netflix was walking away entirely, no renewal, no additional funding, no continuation of the broader Archewell Productions partnership that began with such promise in September 2020. The internal verdict at Netflix HQ was reportedly short and brutal. We're done. The wider Hollywood fallout is now becoming clear. This is not an isolated setback. It is the latest in a string of high-profile rejections. Spotify ended its Archewell audio deal in 2023 with an internal memo calling the output very low and the partnership disappointing. Major scripted and unscripted projects pitched to other streamers and studios have either been passed on or stalled indefinitely. Reports from Variety and The Hollywood Reporter in recent months painted a picture of growing fatigue in Hollywood circles, executives tired of the constant creative control demands, the heavy focus on royal grievance narratives, and the gap between the couple's self-image and actual audience engagement numbers. One well-placed Hollywood producer told outlets that the Sussexes are now viewed as toxic by several major players. The combination of high expectations, expensive demands, and limited proven commercial success has made studios wary of committing significant resources. The Netflix exit is seen as the final domino in what many are calling a soft blacklist, not an official ban, but a clear reluctance to invest time or money. For Meghan, the blow is particularly personal, as ever was meant to be her independent reinvention, the vehicle that would finally move her beyond being defined by her royal exit and Harry's family drama. Instead, it has become another high-profile failure, amplifying existing rumors of financial strain and creative exhaustion in Montecito. Harry's situation is equally precarious, with his own security and legal battles still unresolved, including the returned $59 million demand from King Charles. The couple now faces mounting pressure on multiple fronts: stalled income streams, rising costs for private security and staff, and a shrinking circle of powerful allies. In the entertainment industry, the timing could not be worse. The couple is preparing for their April trip to Australia, Harry for a paid speaking engagement at a mental health summit in Melbourne, Meghan for a luxury girls' weekend retreat in Sydney. That trip is already facing a rapidly growing Change.org petition demanding no Australian taxpayer support, with signatures climbing daily and public sentiment noticeably cooler than during their 2018 tour. Inside Montecito, sources describe an atmosphere of panic and damage control. Meghan is reportedly pushing for aggressive PR spins, joint appearances, curated family images, and upbeat statements about their unbreakable bond to counter both the Netflix collapse and persistent marriage rumors. Harry, by contrast, is said to appear increasingly withdrawn and disengaged in recent public sightings. The broader picture is stark. What began in 2020 as a glittering 1002 million Netflix deal promising scripted series, documentaries, and groundbreaking content has ended in silence and mutual exhaustion. The Sussexes' post-royal empire, once valued in the hundreds of millions on paper, is shrinking fast. With both Netflix and Spotify now gone, the couple must find new revenue streams in an industry that appears increasingly skeptical of their brand. Hollywood, it seems, has delivered its verdict, the royal exit story that once sold so well no longer has the same commercial pull. The fairy tale sold to the world in 2018 has fractured. The question now is how much longer the carefully managed image of success and harmony can hold when the major deals that once propped it up keep disappearing one by one. What do you think? Was the Netflix as ever collapse inevitable because of unrealistic expectations and creative clashes? Or did the couple simply fail to deliver content that audiences actually wanted? Is Hollywood quietly blacklisting them, or are they simply struggling to adapt to life outside the royal spotlight? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. If this detailed breakdown of the as ever dump, the we're done mood at Netflix, and the wider Hollywood fallout surprised you, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Next, we'll examine what realistic options Harry and Meghan have left now that their major streaming safety nets have vanished. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.